whenever you want to get started.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming out. I'm Justin. I'm from the Step Up program, as you guys all know. So I'm happy that you guys all came out to see the presentation today. With that being said, let's get started with it. And let's talk about what Step Up is. Step Up is a program that was created at the University of Arizona originally. We met with them, with the creators of it from the University of Arizona, and were able to adopt the program here at Ferris State. And we adopted the goals of the program as well, which are we want to raise awareness of healthy behaviors on our campus. It's the main goal of it. We want to teach people through education, through advertisement, through posters, and all sorts of other different mediums, what type of healthy behaviors can help people in different situations. We want to increase that motivation to help. That comes from having a group of people coming together and making the change on campus, being out there, being active bystanders, being role models for the program. We want to develop skills and confidence when responding to problems or concerns. And ultimately, we want to make sure that when we're helping, that we are helping in a safe manner and that everyone in the situation is safe. These are the goals of the program, and they will apply to various situations, as you'll see throughout the presentation. So some ways that we can accomplish those goals begin with education. And education through the Step Up program here comes mostly through lecture presentations, videos, and word of mouth through posters, advertisements, and things like that, with quick inserts and whatnot. We want to motivate people. We want to get excited when we're talking to people about helping each other in different situations. We want to empower them. And through empowerment, we want to make sure that you have the tools necessary to help people in various situations. And ultimately, we want to make sure that we are acting, that what the knowledge base that we give people and the knowledge base that we have as a group here on campus, we are acting in that knowledge through stepping up in the various situations. So one of the underlying themes and theories that go along with our program is the bystander effect. So kindly raise a hands of who has all heard of the bystander effect. Okay, so everyone in the room, does anyone want to tell me what the bystander effect is?
When one person doesn't do something, everyone else doesn't do something.
Correct, in a way, Todd.
When the more people that are, the less likely someone's willing to help out someone.
Correct, and that goes along with what you're saying. Individually, when there's more people in a group that are witnessing a situation happening, the less likely they are to intervene or help in that situation. And so this is a key theory to keep in mind when we're talking about the different situations. And so it matters because this is one of the things social psychologists have seen people display in their behavior when they come across a helping situation, and you can see it people not intervene the more people there are in the situation. So what are some variables that affect people from helping? We can begin with the individual. When we're talking about the individual, we want to think about that person's knowledge base, that person's confidence to intervene in situations, that person's like the time frame that they have going on. Like if you're rushing to class, if you have class in 15 minutes and you have a test and you come across a situation, are you less likely to help because you have class in 15 minutes? That all these can be variables that affect. When we're talking about the situation, we want to talk about the circumstances that are going on for a situation. Is this a sexual assault? Is this an alcohol abuse situation? Is it an emergency? Is it a non-emergency situation? These types of things ultimately affect whether people are going to help or not. And lastly, the victim. the victim, when we're speaking to students on college campuses, often comes across as either friends or strangers. Those are kind of two categories that you can put people in, whether they know them or they don't know them. And depending on if they're a friend or if they're a stranger, it can affect whether you're going to help or not in the situations. So with that being said, there are 5 steps to the Step Up model here. The program focuses a lot on these steps. They are key. They are a part of every time someone does successfully intervene or does not. They've either failed to complete all the steps or they've successfully gone through each step in a safe manner. The first one is to notice the event. And so we're going to watch a short little clip. And if you've seen it before, don't say anything or don't shout until the video is over with, please.
This is an awareness test. How many passes does the team in white make? The answer is 13. But did you see the moonwalking bear?
So how many people saw the moonwalking bear the first time? Raise your hands. Okay. So with this is a short and funny way to show that sometimes you guys are all sitting here looking forward at the presentation, and I told you you were going to watch the video, but yet some of you still failed to see something that happened right in front of you, even though your concentration was on that video and you were fully engaged in what's going on here. You still failed to notice the moonwalking bear the first time through. And so, with that being said, in everyday interactions and in situations that we come across as college students, you're not going to notice everything, and so we want to make you aware that you need to be a little more focused, not a little more focused, but a little more attentive to your surroundings, so that when you see something that's not right, you know it's not right, and you can ultimately start intervening. The second step of the model is to interpret the event. There's 2 things that come along when we're trying to interpret an event. And the first one is the idea of ambiguity. If a situation is ambiguous, it means that it's unclear or indefinite. When you come across these situations, you might think that you know what's going on, but in reality that's not what's happening. And so we want to make sure if you think something's not right or that it is a problem, that you say something. Because if you say something and you're wrong, then at least something was said, and you err on the side of caution. And the other thing is conformity. You can see this in the bystander effect. A lot of people will just conform to what the people around them are doing. If they see something happening and everyone else in the room is not interpreting the event as a problem, then is it a problem? Is it not? And so we want to make sure people kind of go with their gut feeling, because most of the time that gut feeling is correct. So we're going to watch a situation, and then we're going to ultimately go through the steps and talk about it.
Maybe you can get the mouse over on the big screen. Am I? You got it?
What do you want to do?
Okay, so how many people interpret or notice that there was something wrong with that situation? I'm going to show of hands. Okay. Now, did you guys all interpret it as a what? What's going on there? Can someone tell me? Over drinking? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on there. So that leads us, since we all noticed it, and now that we've interpreted it, let's go into the next step, which is to assume personal responsibility. What that means, you can keep this catchphrase type idea in your head. If not you, then who? If you notice the event, we want you to do something about it. We want you to speak up. We want you to say something. We want you to intervene, because if you're noticing it and you step up, maybe someone else will come along. Or if you get someone else to intervene, then action is going to begin with you being the person that initiated it. So if not you, then who? Keep that in your head. And then the fourth step we're going to talk about is to know how to help in these situations. We never want anyone to put themselves in harm's way. If they come across a situation and they don't feel comfortable doing it, then you can delegate. You can get someone else to try and intervene. Take action by getting someone else. We want you to be prepared by thinking about these situations in advance. Think about, before you go out to a party, about what are some safety measures that you can take before you go. How are you getting home? Who are you going with? Are you all staying together? All these types of things can help keep each other safe on our campus. So does anyone have any ideas of how they think they could intervene in the situation that we just saw? Distracting? And so how would we distract that person? Okay. Okay. I like that. Does anyone else have anything?
You're going to ask them a question. Say, ask them if you know in class, it's like a school setting.
Yeah.
Just try to ameliorate the situation so you get the person over that harm's way.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Those are great ways that we can intervene here. So let's make a group decision and decide whether we want to directly intervene, delegate to intervene in a situation, or distract. So how many want to directly approach that situation? You got one. How many would like to delegate to someone else to intervene in that situation? Okay? And how many would like to distract? All right, so let's click on distract.
Hey, aren't you that guy from my English class?
No,
Are you sure? Because you look like that guy.
I'm not him.
All right, well, I'm going to get you a drink anyway because you look like that guy.
All right, so that is a quick and easy way to distract someone, kind of throw them off guard, say something out of the ordinary, like you said earlier. So does anyone else have any other ways that you think you could distract that person?
Well, one of the things that I noticed is that it depends a bit on that scenario. So that if that was an example of what we're drinking, offering to get him a drink probably not going to be the best sort of intervention. But if he was concerned about taking advantage of that person who had too much to drink, then that might be a bit more effective. So it would depend a little bit on what you're trying to prevent.
Yeah, exactly. So, I have another quick video for us that does not deal with sexual assault or alcohol abuse or mental health crisis, but rather it deals with a situation between a dispute of a couple. They kind of get into a very vulgar and aggressive fight, and a guy intervenes in a very unusual way. So.
Don't follow me. Do not follow me. No. You're not going to get along, huh? Follow me. Okay, do not follow me. Okay. No. You stop following me. So get on another car. Do not follow me anymore. Do not follow me. Okay, she's trying to follow me.
We got you on camera. Don't follow. We got you.
When we stop again, get off. Okay, do not follow me. Please get off.
So this video shows an example of, there's two things that kind of happen in it that I like to point out. So the first is that guy directly intervened by just eating chips and not saying anything. He put himself in a situation and was able to de-escalate it himself by doing something that I don't think most people would think of doing. And so I think it was unique, and I think they might have offered him like a year's supply of like Doritos or whatever he was eating. There's a rumor I heard about this video that came to light. And then the other thing to point out is after that guy intervened by standing in between the couple, other people started to get involved. Other people were like, don't follow her. You heard that one lady get up and actually come over. You can see her coming in the camera. The guy holding the phone was like, we got you on camera. Don't follow her. He was saying something. And so all it takes is that one person to intervene in the situation, and it can ultimately allow other people to be more comfortable and help out as well. And the fifth step is to ultimately step up, because you could have noticed the event, you could have interpreted it as a problem, you could have assumed responsibility that you should have done something, and you know how to help. But if you don't step up and you don't act and don't intervene, then you were not successful in helping that person that was in need. So please be the leaders of our campus. Please be people that are students that are helping other students and watching out for their peers. So some of the situations that this model can apply to include sexual assault, alcohol abuse, substance abuse, depression, discrimination, academics, when we talk about that, like plagiarism and cheating and that kind of stuff, hazing, and any more relevant situations of when someone is in need of helping that other person out. And so we're going to end by watching a video that was done by American University. They have a Step Up program on their campus as well, and they put together a short video that covers many of those topics that were just on the past slide.
We never think that terrible things will happen to us.
Transporting one to Silly Hospital for alcohol poisoning.
Or to the people we know. the truth is, many students face issues, including alcohol abuse, dating violence, hazing, sexual assault, and mental health emergencies. Many times we have the opportunity to prevent it, we just don't notice until it's too late. But what if you could step up to make a difference?
Will you step up? First, notice that something is happening. Know what's going on around you.
Second, recognize that something is wrong. If something doesn't seem right, it probably isn't.
Third, take personal responsibility. If not you, then who?
4. Know how you can help. There are lots of ways that you can intervene.
Finally, step up to help using one of the 3 Ds. Direct, delegate, or distract. You could be the difference. If something doesn't seem right. Hey, I think you've had enough. Let's take a break and get you some water.
Right there, you acting like I didn't even exist. You're making me
You don't even
give
have any respect. Hey, man, I don't think you should be yelling at her like that. Maybe you should take a walk.
Are you alright?
Hey, Jonathan, are you coming out tonight?
No, I don't feel like doing anything. I'm seeing you one.
Oh, okay. I hope you feel better. I'll see you later.
If you don't feel comfortable or you don't know what to do, you can delegate. Ask someone else to get involved.
Hey, can I talk to you? I'm really worried about Jonathan. It's as easy as causing a distraction. My roommate's really young. Could you distract him while I get her out of here?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, buddy, aren't you in my econ class? Your econ class? Yeah.
Hey, you look tired. You want to go back to the room? You can be the difference. Be more than just a bystander. It's what we do here at American University.
Keep in mind your safety and the well-being of others.
Okay, so that video just puts together all different types of ways and all different types of situations that I think are relevant on college campuses and help give examples of how we as students can intervene. So I thank you for having me today. if you guys could go to Step Up and to our webpage and take the pledge to Step Up. And if you see any of our stuff around campus, share it. Share the stuff on Facebook if anything gets shared. And if you want to know anything more about Step Up, please come see me after the presentation. And if you want to request any of our stuff for alcohol abuse, sexual assault, or mental health crisis, we'd be happy to come to your group.